Hello and welcome to No Budget Disc Golf Videos coverage of the Go Boro tournament of 2022. Joe here with my good friend Colby Howe.
Hi everybody. This is my first time doing commentary, but I'm really excited to do it. And this is going to be the first appearance of our commentary team, Joe Cool.
Oh yeah. On the card, Colby, John Parker, myself, making a putt, and our good friend Salim.
The dream.
So this is the advanced card, and for some reason they started us on hole 12 at Edinboro. It's a 612-foot par 4, possibly the hardest hole on the course according to par.
And one of the best disc golf holes I've ever played. I absolutely love this hole. It's such a challenging hole, such a specific landing zone, and such a difficult second shot, even if you're in the perfect position.
Speaking of being in the perfect position, you just totally laced this.
Yeah, that's a pretty good one.
First shot of the day.
Wow.
That was ideal. You want to be on that left side to open up the gap into the hill.
Yeah, when it's in this position, I'm definitely trying to focus more on getting left than distance. Parker definitely turned his over a little bit too much there. You're heading pretty much in that perfect area too, right to the left. You're
Little
gonna have
body
to look
English.
at it.
Get it over there to the left. Salim's going a little bit straight. That definitely makes the next shot much harder. So you can see Parker's trying to go around this corner, and that's a difficult shot to make. His hyzer's out. Because it's uphill. It's hard to tell in the video, but it's actually substantially uphill.
Yeah.
Ooh, hole.
Yeah, and there's it's also hard to tell because there's no leaves, but there's a very specific gap that you have to see. And you can see right there, that's exactly what the shot that you want to be looking at.
It's not the shot you want to throw, though.
It's a little
That
early
was
released, yeah.
Not ideal. But you're far enough up that you can just hyzer it in.
Oh, yeah, that caught over those trees.
Nice shot.
Man,
So it left me a little bit short.
a very, very rare birdie to get on this hole.
Yeah, I've only seen it maybe once or twice. I know Vinny Montanari got it one time at a open tournament here, but it doesn't happen very often in this position.
I can attest that spot to the left is not very good. It's very, very sharp. Lots of thorns. Oh, nice
Shot.
overhand from Parker getting up the hill. That hill is pretty steep.
Yeah.
These mounds are such a cool feature. Like you said, it's very unique. I don't know of any other disc golf holes on features like this.
Yeah, no.
Ooh, got some chains.
Yeah. Yeah, I hit the cage on my birdie attempt. I decided I was going to go for it just because it was on camera. Otherwise, I probably would have laid that up any other time.
Yeah, you have to.
Yeah, no point in going for that, but
You still
gotta
took
go
a
for the camera.
absolutely, and you still took a stroke on the rest of us. I think we all got a 5 on this one.
Yeah, set down pretty nice for me, so. Yep.
You can get rollaways, and there's some wind up on that hill. It'll blow the disc right out of the basket sometimes.
Yes. Yeah, this was a pretty calm day for Edinboro standards. We were very fortunate with the weather today.
On to hole 13, a short one, a reprieve after that last monster. Pretty straight too, with the little frog pond OB in the middle.
Yeah, lots of different ways you can play this. I like to play the forehand. I'm trying to put it between those two trees you see in the middle there. I pushed this one a little too long. It was a lot straighter than I wanted it to be. I wanted that to be released on a lot more hyzer. But yeah, you can also throw the
That might be
flexi
great.
backhand like Parker is. That's a
Yeah.
fantastic shot.
I tried the same thing, but I grabbed the wrong disc. This one's way too understable. So, no, it does. Me of the past, it's not going to listen. It's too late. Sleep.
This is a meteor, I think.
I think it's his comet.
Comet.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh, what a
it's
shot.
just perfect.
So straight.
You couldn't have thrown that better.
I tried to give that a bid. Definitely not a good position to be though.
I just had to lay up. I didn't have a good line at the basket.
Parker just sails it high. Finish up your par.
Yep. And we still haven't gotten to Salim's shot.
Nope.
It was just perfect. We thought it was going in. Off the tee,
Yeah.
we all thought it was going in.
Yeah, it was the dream shot for this hole. Perfect disc for it too. Common enough. You're right.
There he is. So, sitting it even, that's not bad after that stretch. Oh, you kind of want to get 13,
I
right?
definitely wanted to get 13. Yes.
Another one that is a beast, par 4, 553, hole 14.
Yeah, this is a hole you have to play at least a dozen times, I think, before you really understand where you need to land. There's a couple good spots to be, a couple good openings, but yeah, lots of trees.
Ooh, Slim playing it to the right. If you go, there's a landing zone over there. I don't know where it's at. I've never found it.
No, it was right
Yeah,
on.
I squared up that tree. I was trying to turn that over more than I did.
No.
Parker early released that. That's a spot you do not want to be. Early left.
So I stole this play from your playbook, watching you play it, trying to just hyzer it to the opening to the left.
Yeah, if you get far enough left, there is a spot up there for sure.
I don't think I quite made it to the big open field here, but I'm in a decent spot. Oh, nature watching. This was cool. This was super cool, actually. So,
Salamander.
yeah, look at that.
Really weren't even close to water, so it was kind of cool. Usually you see them like near creeks. But I'm trying to get aggressive. I had a tiny little hero gap.
And it's clean.
Yeah, I hit it, but that disc hyzered out too much, so I don't really have a great look.
Nice shot.
But yeah, I was happy to hit that gap.
Yeah, I know you're wanting the birdie, but I think getting a par on here is okay.
I'm never upset with par on this hole. Ooh.
Hitting the absolute first tree I could, but kicking to a decent spot, giving me kind of a flexy upshot.
Yeah, except you turned that over a little bit too much, but it's still in putting range for sure. Another putt for birdie.
It's a little short.
Yeah, not finding it.
No.
That was for his par, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think so. Parker's putting's been really good over the last season.
Sure has.
Speaking of, that was a good putt.
That was a really good putt. Yeah, sorry.
I'm happy about
That was
that
a
one.
great par save.
Out of that little.
Salim took another birdie there.
Yeah, he was first few holes just hitting every shot, throwing the disc perfect. Yeah, the drone is drunk.
I'm just laughing at this hole.
Yeah, so a lot of ways to play it. I don't think any of them are good.
No, the only way that I've had any sort of consistent luck is really trying to saw off a forehand, and this one's way too sawed off. But yeah, it might have looked like a horrible misrelease, but it was only a really bad misrelease.
I like the backhand turnover shot. That was just way too high. This one, on the other hand, is just about perfect.
Parker. Nice shot.
Yeah, I've seen this work a lot, and I used to be able to
Yes, it did.
throw that shot, but I've been focusing more on forehands recently.
You're a forehand guy now.
Yeah. There's a little gap that you can actually see the basket from the tee on that I had there, really small. Able to give myself a look for par.
Salim plays this one really wide. I'm not 100% sure why. But I do the same thing, actually, so I guess.
Yeah, but yours
Can't
turned
really
out a
judge.
little better than his for sure.
Yeah, you got a kind of a bad kick. I got lucky through
Off
the
the cage.
foliage.
So he got aggressive there and ran that, so he's got a long putt for bogey still. Trying to save my par, not a great attempt.
Your
Yeah,
putting has
fine
been
save,
really
sir.
good. Again, also over the last probably season and a half. That's like the one thing I thought I could catch you on. But lately, pretty much I see you. If you can see the basket, I figure you're giving it a run.
Yeah, I've been working on it a lot this season, so I'm glad to see that it's paying off. It would have the bogey there.
So we're all pretty tight on the card. Salim playing well with a even one-stroke lead on the rest of us. On to a third par four that's just it's a challenge. It's a bear, but it's a fun one to play.
It is.
Try to throw a hyzer off the tee, end up in this opening on the left, and then come into the basket that's mounted up on this gopher mound.
Yeah, perfect world. You have a look at the basket if you throw the perfect tee shot. Parker early released that.
Yeah, definitely low.
And there's a little high,
Overcorrected from his thrown into the ground.
but
Just right.
Goldilocks.
He
Yeah,
even
so
nice
went
shot.
inside of that tree.
Yep.
Nice shot.
That's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to go inside that, cut the gap a little early. This is
Inside.
exactly what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get a little
Oh,
skip
did. Nice
flare
shot.
to the left and give
What a
myself
skip.
a look, and it did pretty much just that. I'm in a good position there.
Nice shot.
Thank you. Parker getting tricky here. That's honestly a pretty good shot from there.
Yeah.
His footing was terrible there. A rare Joe Johnson forehand here.
I've been working on it. I thought that was pretty decent.
I wanted to throw forehand here, but the backhand turnover was definitely the better shot.
There's a little like sneaky line to the right of that hydra tree, but it's real touchy.
Yeah. Salim's
Nice
in a
shot,
perfect
Salim.
position here. Watch that tree on his back.
Nice shot, buddy.
But he made good.
Yep.
I think he's on the hill.
Go
Parker's
in?
being aggressive.
Yep. I think he got a little bit of a roll away there, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, and actually so do I. We both kind of roll down the hill. You can see we're
Yeah.
side by side.
Tucker for par.
Off the cage.
This is you for par.
And I made the correction.
Got it.
Yeah, I was pretty stoked about that one.
That's for a big birdie on this hole.
Aw.
On the right side. And I got some
Oh, no.
Oh, that's...
roll away, but still makeable.
Oh,
It would have
yeah, I
saved my
knew it.
par.
all right.
Nice putt.
So,
Good comeback.
what's your mentality when you get a bad break? It rolls away. How do you kind of stay calm, make that next shot?
Well, when I'm inside the circle, I just remind myself, got to save par. I'm still inside the circle. When it rolls outside the circle, I struggle to do that. So if you have the answer, I'll listen. Salim picking up another birdie. 3 birdies early on for him.
And that's a huge birdie to get. That's
Yes.
very rare.
Yes.
Now we're on to hole 17, a little reprieve from the woods. We get to kind of throw an open shot and
Yeah.
open up a little bit.
Yeah, this is a very basic hyzer shot here. If you've got the backhand hyzer in the bag, this is a
Yeah, it's pushing it
hole that
left.
you're definitely looking to
That's
get.
fine.
Salim, a little too high, I guess. Drifted too far left.
I do the exact same thing, leaving a little bit short. Just kind of
Probably
circle's
not that
edge.
short.
Trying to hit gaps in the woods and then coming out. I think I'm a little hesitant to
Yeah.
throw. I don't fully commit.
Oh,
But
yeah.
you did. That was awesome. I thought it was going in the basket.
Whenever it hit that tree, I thought it did hit the basket for a second. But yeah, it can definitely be a mental thing about, focusing so much on hitting gaps, and then all of a sudden you have no gap and you just have to get it to the basket. It can definitely play tricks with your mind. Salim giving that a really good bid for birdie.
Salim doesn't mess around from distance. He's pretty aggressive.
Parker,
Nope.
that's also a great bid. Perfect height.
I think we missed my missed circle 2 putt. But it was we'll just say it was really good. It was so super close.
Parker takes his par. Salim looking to do the same.
They always got their hyzer.
Nice putt, Salim.
And you got your par.
Nice 2.
Yeah, happy to fight back to even there after taking that bogey.
And so the course is separated into highlands and lowlands. The back 9, 10 through 18, are the highlands. This is the last hole of the highlands portion of the tournament, and it's a killer.
Yeah.
We were talking about options off the tee, and you really like this big hyzer shot.
I do. It's definitely my tournament play. I like to try to hit the gap whenever it's, the pressure's not on. But in a tournament, it's going to get me 300 plus down the fairway, and I'm going to have a second shot. Where if I take this gap up the middle, things like this can happen. And
Yeah.
It seems to happen over 50% of the time.
Yes, it does.
It's a really tight gap to try to hit.
That's what the P is for
with
in JP.
the power that you need to
Parker.
throw
It's
to
for
get
power.
a good shot in this hole.
Because you do need distance,
Yeah.
and you need to get left. Oh,
Yeah, Salim with a really tough release there.
oh no, again. After throwing such good shots on those tough par 4s.
Yeah.
I was pretty happy with that. It
Fought through
didn't
that.
pan out like I wanted it to, but it held the line and put me in a pretty decent spot.
Yeah, if you're getting past that corner on your second shot, you still have
Nope.
a chance for par, which
We
honestly
didn't catch the whole
is
run up
all
there,
most
but
people are
got a
looking for.
tree,
This whole
so
birdie is a very,
I think you
in
saw the
this
important
position
part,
at least, birdie
audience.
is a very rare score on this hole. I'm trying to go over the top with a forehand,
Uh-oh.
and I sawed that one off pretty badly.
Charting new territory.
Yeah. Yeah, normally on this hole there's a wind that kind of comes up the hill, so I think
cut roll.
in my head,
Didn't stand
I
up.
thought I was going to get a little bit of flip
It's
out
on
of
the
that disc,
left-hand
but
side
it
by
just
the
stayed on
bushes.
hyzer the whole way, and Salim just has to pitch out from where he is there.
Yeah, if you're pinched to the right, there's just no line.
Those woods are very jaily.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a bomb.
Yeah, this is a awesome turnover backhand here.
I lost it. I didn't see it.
Salim's one of the few
We
people who
recovered
can sort of keep up with you distance-wise, I think.
You have to go wide here
Come
too.
on, flex.
Yeah.
Didn't have a hyzer line there. because of those
solid.
that patch of trees there. I see that. I had a little, honestly, like I missed my shot by enough that I had a little backdoor gap. I actually had some dreams of getting this up and down, and I didn't, but I got out of the woods, so I'll take it.
Parker, just these few bushes to get to the. There's a lot of open space past the. You can see I'm in it here, and
Stay up.
pretty much
Stay
a
up.
wide open shot up to the basket.
Okay.
That's
Great.
well played. A little more ground play than you wanted.
I figured the thick grass would stop me, but it
Sit.
didn't.
No.
Good kick.
Park, oh yes, Parker with the miraculous tree kick. Almost put him in.
And
Throwing something really stable there.
Yeah.
I wanted to run
Stick.
this a little bit too.
Nice
But
shot.
I ended up putting it way wider than I wanted to. But hey, easy pars. I'm okay with that
Yeah.
also.
No complaints on that.
Good putt from you.
Thank you. And a good putt from you.
So you're taking a big number there after a really good start.
That hurts.
Yeah.
But
He'll bounce back.
yeah. This is a temporary hole we played for the day, 18A, coming back across the field, 410 feet with a river of road
wow.
as OB in the middle, but it doesn't matter if you just throw past it.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Wow.
space past the road. So I just knew I needed to throw that Halo Destroyer on some hyzer, and as long as I cleared the road, I knew I was going to be in some kind of position for a putt. I think I ended up with like a 25-footer there.
Yeah,
Barely
I threw that
did
about
not
as hard as I
keep
could
saying
and landed 1 foot from the
you've
road.
got-
Yeah, it
It says
was.
410
Luckily, there's a little bit of a
on the
ditch there. I
basket,
think
so
that caught
yeah,
you. You might
probably
have been sliding onto the road.
Road. Parker says he's got 380
By the time the
today.
grass did what you expected it to.
I had dreams of maybe hitting
Test.
the road, skipping across, but I'm glad it landed
the
where
turn
it
like
did.
you needed.
I don't know where that one went.
And he
Yeah, so that's pretty stable.
laid up short of the road.
Sleem as well, which was a surprise because he's definitely got
You
the arm to get there.
100%.
Yeah, he said he doesn't, but yeah, he definitely does.
Yes, you can get
kind of was, yeah, surprised and disappointed that he didn't give it a shot. I would like to see him go for it.
He needs to play with confidence in his game that I have in his game.
Yes.
I'm much more confident in his game than in mine. So this was a great position, actually, just a little jump putt layup.
Yeah, here I am for my 2. This basket was playing into my brain. Those practice baskets, I've had too many weird. Parker sailed that, and another sailed putt for him.
Oh, yikes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right, this basket's broken.
You don't have to.
Oh, well, if you hit the chains, it seems to catch him. It's weird.
Do this.
Oh, we're coming up on probably the highlight of the round. We're coming up on hole 1, and you can see it's a long par 4, not super long. 525 isn't that actually that bad, but with a OB and Mando on the left, which sparked some controversy, and some OB on the right. This bottom 9, the lowlands, has more OB. It's a little more open, but more OB. Controversy number 1. You moved that sign.
I did move that sign
Oh,
because it
yeah.
was right on the edge of the tee pad, and I did not want to smack my hand, and I thought that was a good group call by me.
We were the only card
Yes.
teeing off of this tee pad, and the group decided that was okay, except for one member of the group who may be named after this. That's a great shot.
Yep, that's all I'm trying to do, taking a stable disc and just trying to push it out. This tee shot can get really tricky. I've had a tendency to push them to that OB on the right, because all that weeds you can see on the right, that's all OB.
Okay,
So it's a little bit tighter than the white tee really opens it up, but this angle from the blue tee makes it tough.
Yeah, and if there's any kind of headwind, it'll hold your disc straight right into that creek.
Yes, and that's what the wind always is a headwind on this hole. It's blowing.
All right, now, you wanna take this?
Sure. So there was some argument on Facebook about.
Oh, right off of the.
So
Actually, I think
Parker-
you'd handle it.
So Parker,
I think you're talking right now.
Yes.
Sir.
According to your made-up PDGA rule,
Let's look at the replay.
you just went out of bounds.
I don't know, man.
Are you playing it as out of bounds, or are you playing it as inbounds? Oh, there's no, I don't know. That landed on the parking lot, which in your mind is entirely a mandatory.
It hit the grass and then it hit the dump.
We can check the video, but it absolutely.
Definitely hitting the road.
There's no arguing it. So what are you gonna do?
You gotta play it, dude.
Play it. What's play it mean?
I mean, I didn't get a clear view. I wasn't.
Yeah, then we can check the video for you,
Depends on what
sir.
the spotter says. I don't know.
Woo-wee. I'm gonna post this on Facebook immediately.
Is that 3 or 4 excuses now?
So Parker, just so we're clarifying now,
Yeah.
Parker just cut the corner here over his parking lot that he has established on Facebook is entirely a mandatory, and he is not correct.
I am going.
You are
to
inbounds.
where it lies.
Right,
Yeah.
even though it crossed through your.
It ain't mine. Nothing.
Get off me, throw. Yeah, so to clarify,
That sign being there has
Oh,
nothing to do
watch
with
your-
the course design.
I think,
shot here.
I was pretty happy with
Great
this
shot,
shot. It
Joe.
hyzered in a little early, but not too bad.
Parker made up some PDGA language of restricted space and tried to say that everything over the parking lot was a mandatory.
Like a
when-
no-fly zone.
Right, which is not a
No.
PDGA rule in any way. So
Ooh.
he did not play his rule that he made up.
No, we played it the right way.
Yes.
But
Little anti-skip.
I guess I'm just
Nice
so
job.
happy that it happened to him and not to somebody else.
Oh, yeah, it could not have played out more perfectly. Meanwhile, we're all putting for birdie on this hole.
It's kind of a deathy putt. I was pretty
Nice putt.
Yeah,
pretty stoked to see that fall.
that's a really good putt.
Nice
And Salim coming back.
I just have a short 3 look here. It would
That's
put
a-
it in.
Nice
A
putt.
great spot to be.
Yeah, so three birdies and Parker picking up the 4 with the correct rule play.
On to hole 2. So the tee for hole 2 got moved because of some construction where the old tee was. We're now teeing off to the left with a light pole right in our way. But otherwise, it's a pretty standard hyzer with OB long and OB left.
Ooh, a little left.
Looks like yours is leaking a little bit left,
Yeah.
but there's a lot of space there. It's really, with the pin in this position in the middle, it's there's tons of space. So
Yeah, that was a pretty errant miss for me. This is not a hole that I expect to be outside the circle on.
Salim, it looks like he hit this on a good angle, but
Oh no.
just held too straight.
Yeah, it was that envy, I think, right? Just
Yeah.
glides.
You can see it finish. It was finishing right in line with the basket. Just went way too far. Hit the OB.
That might be
creek.
good.
Parker making a good correction on that, throwing something a little more stable. It's gonna finish right toward the basket.
Yep.
Good
Just
shot.
a little short, but a good shot.
Man, that
Oh.
was probably the worst inside 40-foot putt of my life.
Oh, Salim trying to save the par, couldn't quite do it.
All right, good. Now you can.
And yeah, it was a terrible putt too.
Now, we are not making this hole look like we should have.
It's
and then I'm making it
oh
worse.
man. Oh no.
3 putting on, yeah.
Oh yeah, that's this is the advanced card. I want to remind the viewer that the advanced card.
If Parker's could have stuck, he could have saved us with that birdie. That was a little bit unfortunate.
And that's the end of this 10 holes. You can see the back 11 holes on Colby's channel. Make sure you check that out. Where's that? What's the name of that channel?
It is C.Howe I Disc Golf.
All right. Thanks for watching.